Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, metalheads and rockers. It's Webisode number 75. I appreciate everybody that's subscribed to my channel so far and people that have shared my videos and the ones that have commented. But other than that, I'm Al Ditton. I'm with Underground Noise Webzine. Tonight, I've got the pleasure of interviewing the band called Damaged and Co. all the way from Malta. Welcome,
Hi
gentlemen.
guys, thank you very much for having us.
Thank you for having us.
You guys are welcome. Thanks for giving me a portion of your time this afternoon. I do appreciate it. The first question I would like to ask you guys is, what is your local music scene like? You guys have a lot of bands out there in Malta?
There's a lot of bands and not a lot of listeners. We're a small culture, but tends to survive by the bands themselves because we support one another.
Would you like to name some of the bands that you like listening to over there? Because I know Beheaded's from Malta.
Beheaded, Club Murder, Fallen Icon, Hein, Angel Crypt, Forsaken, Weeping Silence,
Vipers of Complex,
Vipers of Complex.
That sounds like quite a few.
Yeah. We kind of end up usually in our shows. Most of our listeners, most of the people who goes there are people who are in bands as well.
That's totally understandable. I see you got a lot of guitars behind your head there, Dan.
Yeah.
Which guitar do you like playing with the most?
It has to be the white one, that one. That's the signature model of Björn Gellot of In Flames. I just got my hands on that one last year, and it's my baby ever since.
That does look like a badass guitar. What are the other two?
Well, I have a Chapman Pro Series, with neck through body, and the other one is a Jackson DKMG. That one has been around for I think around 15 years now with me. That's the workhorse of the band. The one I play through all the rehearsals has a lot of hits on it and scratches.
That's what we call battle scars.
Yes.
Most definitely. Battle wounds come in handy. I've got my patch hoodie on supporting all these different bands, as you can see. I mean, we got Cannibal Corpse over in the corner by itself, and you got Dark Funeral over here. And on top, you got a couple of video game patches or buttons or whatever they are, you know? But hey, it's my battle jacket, so it works wonders. I decided to use a hoodie instead of a denim jacket like most people do. So, I guess you guys could say my duty is to go against the trend and stay in the underground for the rest of my life. So why the hell not, right?
Exactly. You're the underground of the underground.
That's right. That's right. Someone's got to do it, and here I am doing it. So,
yeah, good.
Can't stop now. I was going to ask you guys, how did you guys meet? Like, how did the band get together?
Well, technically, it started off as a project between our first lead guitarist and another drummer, not Daniel, back at that time. And the project was supposed to go steampunkish style under the name of Kill O'Clock. Eventually, this project picked up momentum, and Daniel Acolina were added, Daniel Samut were added, Keith, our keyboardist, was added, and eventually I was added. There was the bassist Clyde as well. And we kind of, the style didn't go anywhere close to steampunk, and we were like, we should really change our name into something a bit more marketable. And after a whole list, which never ended, of names, we just decided to go for a beer and let it come out naturally. And we got drunk and Damaged and Co got there. And that's how the name came by.
I think it's pretty unique. You guys said that you had previous band names before that, right?
Mm.
Yeah. How would you compare that music to the music that you're writing now?
I think music-wise, I think we went more modern in the sense of new techniques and stuff like that. I think the old project was more inclined to go into simpler music. Not that our music is really technical or anything, but the idea was to keep it very based on the keyboards and stuff like that. I think with the new members that came in, we ended up meshing more stuff together, more influences, more genres, all meshed together, and it fit with the Damage and Co. wording as well.
Yeah, you guys have a very unique sound. I was just jamming on your video Carpe Diem again before starting the interview, and I was like, wow, these guys have their own sound. Are there any bands that helped you guys shape your sound or
I
help
think
influence?
what mostly I think brought us to that kind of sound is basically that we nearly all of us listen to different kinds of genres. For example, I'm mostly into power metal, for example. Daniel is mostly into melodic death. So
Yeah.
I think that what mostly got different sound from other bands, basically.
Yeah, we all have our all unique influences, differences. I have my melodic death metal, Daniel has his power metal, Keith is more into the old school heavy metal stuff, and we tend to try to give each other space in the song as long as it fits, as long as it flows. But we never had the idea, "Oh, listen, we need to do this genre and that's it." We'd like to keep it as much as possible to keep it natural.
How do you guys sustain your energy while you're on stage?
Red Bull.
Just being a madman on stage.
Yeah, you are the madman.
Yeah, I am the man. Yeah. I'm the one with the crazy costumes on stage.
And how about you, Daniel?
I'm usually drinking Monster.
Energy
More energy
drinks.
drinks, more energy drinks.
And he's not allowed to have alcohol before the show.
Yes,
Because otherwise we don't stop drinking.
and that's why I drink Monster and not beer.
Well, I guess you could have a drink after the show. You don't want to be slowed down and sluggish while you're playing on
After
stage.
the show, he can get as much as drunk as he wants. I don't care. I don't care.
He still has to carry his own stuff
He
afterwards.
still
So
has to get his own
it's
stuff.
it's up to him if he gets pissed drunk.
Yeah.
It
But
does
after the
happen, in
show-
fact, yes.
Have you guys ever had any moments on stage that you would consider either life-threatening, embarrassing, or maybe drunk moments?
Life
Very good question.
Drunk moments, definitely, yes. We played in what was the name? The theater in Valletta.
Okay. We played in the theater in Valletta, in the capital
The
city.
Metal City. The Metal City.
Metal City. That's the-
Yes.
Yes.
I drank a lot of beer, so I was pretty drunk while I was playing on stage. And in fact, I looked at Daniel in the half of the gig and I told him, "My God, I'm drunk."
I think I gave him a death stare that day. As in, don't do it again. Don't do it again.
in
I'll
his
kill you.
in his defense, it
No,
was the
he
first
played well.
time that we had
played well.
a backstage with free beer in the
Yeah,
fridge.
that didn't help.
That was the first time.
And that was a strong beer, eh?
Yes. That was the drunken story. We have another story where our bassist, our original bassist, slipped, fell, hit the amps, hit the guitar amps. The guitar fell on the bass
On
amp.
the
The
rack
bass
of the
amp,
drums.
the bass
Ah,
amp fell
a
on the rack
domino
on the
effect.
drums. Yeah, and everything was resting on Daniel's leg, basically.
Yes, everything ended up on me,
Yeah.
trying to
And the
continue
music just
playing.
kept on going, mind
Yeah,
you.
we kept. Clyde was playing bass on the floor on his back. I was looking at the people. I didn't even know something was happened. Then I looked back and there were some people on stage, some stage hands. Hey, why are people? Oh, everything is on the floor. That's why.
He's literally floored.
Yeah.
Gives sword a whole new meaning.
Yeah. And I didn't even notice. Okay.
That's hysterical. I mean, I've never had that happen to me before, but I've had people yell out at me while I've been on stage, tell me that I suck, knowing that I know how to play guitar.
No, we got this. We got those afterwards.
Yeah.
You guys get that stuff all the time too? Shit, that's
Sometimes,
terrible.
yeah.
Now, let me ask you guys this question. I can understand people waving their fists in the air and headbanging, you know, going into a pit and throwing up their horns, but what's up with the middle fingers? Why do fans stick up their middle fingers at musicians? I've always been puzzled about that.
I don't understand it either. Unless the band itself invited to put their middle fingers as if it's something anti-establishment or it's a punk thing or something like that. Like fuck the system or anything. But directed to the band, why are you even watching that if you don't like them that much?
Yeah, I mean, you don't see me going to a Limp Bizkit show and just saying, "Oh, hey, fuck you, Fred Durst."
Yeah,
You
yeah.
you know what I mean? I'm not gonna do that. You know, it's not that I'm trying to knock the listener, but at the same time, I do pick on some bands while I'm not doing what I'm doing, but I leave that to myself usually.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you don't want to go see a band that you really want to rock out to and just be like, "Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
suck." It ain't cool.
Yeah. If somebody does it to me, I'll tell him, hey, thank you for buying the ticket.
Yeah. Or you could just pull their finger and make sure they don't explode like a time bomb or something.
Yeah,
I mean, be like, wow, what the hell just happened to that person? Oh, they had their finger pulled. And they exploded all over the place, and the whole crowd's now covered with blood and guts. Man, that shit would be gnarly. I mean, I'm sure you guys could imagine something like that, but at the same time, my imagination is rolling a little wild today, so that's all right.
Yeah.
So how long?
might-
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say we might use some of those ideas. We like to do some crazy stuff every time in every show of ours when it's possible. For example, once we even got a blow up doll, and the shopping trolley. We put the blow up doll in the shopping trolley and just got
But
someone
don't-
to push it around.
Don't tell Lidl about it, because the trolley was
Yeah.
stolen from Lidl.
Yeah,
Oh, is that
It's
someone's?
it's
Are
still
you-
in our rehearsal phase. We use it from time to time.
Are you sure
Yeah,
that's not someone's girlfriend that you're carting around?
No.
That's someone's side chick, man.
Yeah.
Shit. How long did it take you guys to record the video Carpe Diem?
Well, Carpe Diem, technically, that was a live show that we got some videographers to shoot the whole show. So shooting wise, it only took that hour, 45 minutes that we had for the beer fest, which was basically our biggest show yet. I think it was we had between 500 and 1,000 people in front of us. For us, it's a big crowd. Everyone was
pretty
having,
large.
everyone was having fun. It was the first time that I shaved my head, so I gave the audience a bit of a surprise. I even gave the other side a bit of a surprise. I didn't even tell anyone. So I went on stage.
We were also surprised on that day. Huh? We didn't
Yeah.
even know.
Yeah.
I bet you guys were thinking yourselves, who is this guy and what do you do with Daniel?
Yeah.
He
Exactly.
ate him.
Like, wait, who are you again? Are you sure
Yeah.
you're part of us, man? Nah, you believe, I think you belong over there with Lincoln Park or something. Don't let me trip, you know what I'm saying? Shit,
Yeah,
that's pretty
exactly.
funny. But yeah, that's a good song. I was wondering if that was your biggest crowd pleaser, unless you guys have other songs that the crowd loves listening to.
No, since we started playing Carpe Diem, I think it went really well with the audience. I think it's
It was
a
quite
pretty new
surprising,
song.
actually.
It was quite surprising. Initially, it wasn't even it wasn't going even to be a single from the new album. But we played it once in the show. People really liked it. People came after us. Listen, Carpe Diem is a really good song, really good song. So we decided, yeah, we need a music video for this.
I like the double bass drums in that song. What's the tempo on that?
Then you do have the tempo sheet on you.
The tempo.
Tempo sheet.
1
150,
second.
160.
Yeah, it's pretty moderate.
155.
Well,
That's
155
155.
per minute. That's awesome, man. I love, like I said, I love the double bass drums in that song because they're so clear. And they're so low sounding where it just resonates in your ears and it just makes it echo for a few hours.
It's not too fast, so you can still have fun with the song. And it's not
Yeah.
too slow, and you can have really good fun with the song, you know?
Yeah, and I've caught myself headbanging in a couple of spots. I'm like, yeah, that spot right there sounded cool. That sounds even cooler, but holy shit, this whole song is awesome. Yeah, I was blown away by it.
Well, we really appreciate that. For the sound, we really have to thank Matt Hyde for the mixing and mastering, and David Pasquale for the recording. They really, really, really helped us out throughout the whole process. They gave us advice, they pushed us, and they delivered a fantastic product, which we are really, really, really happy about.
That's pretty much all that matters. As long as you're satisfied with the product, your listeners will be too.
Yeah, that's the
We
plan.
were actually, when we were hearing them for the first time after the mastering, we were like congregating in our rehearsal space, listening to them on our speakers in the garage, and most of us were like crying. We couldn't believe it sounds so it sounds so good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when we released the song and said blood, sweat, and tears really came out, and it's really true. Blood, sweat, and really tears came out.
tears of joy, I take it.
Yep.
Definitely.
Of course.
Yeah, it's always great when you can get the final product to listen to it before the actual, release date or, before the promos are taken care of. And next thing you know, you're like, wow, that's actually us, you guys. Can you believe it? I
We
mean,
couldn't.
Yeah, it was really surreal at that point.
My next question for you guys would be, how would you compare the music that you're writing now compared to your previous releases? Would you say it's gotten better over time?
Hopefully.
There was
Nah,
always improvement.
yes.
Let's be honest. There was always improvement, but we suffered a lot of lineup changes. And with every lineup change comes different ideas, different genres, different people bring different ideas with them. And we just don't want to close them up saying, listen, this is our equation, either follow it or not. No, actually, we welcome their ideas, we input them in our music. So over a span of time, every member that has been added to the band and eventually left and replaced, every member that came brought something new to the band.
Do you guys keep in contact with previous members?
Yo,
Yes,
they're
very
always
much.
they come to every
Yes.
gig.
They come to every gig. We still talk to them on a regular basis. We have with some of them we've been friends since we were kids. We've known each other for over 20 years. So
That's amazing.
yeah, yes, people left the band, but we're still friends. We're still as close as ever as we were.
That's really awesome. It's good to have friendships like that. I can't say the same for myself. I got a lot of friends that I went to school with, but they really don't keep in contact with me too often. So, hey, haters. I'm kidding about that, but seriously, I mean, they really don't talk to me that much, but they have their own thing going on, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but here in Malta, there's a tendency we're so small that everybody knows everybody. And being a very small metal culture here on our island, then that just makes it even more simpler to know everyone.
So Malta, I'm trying to picture that. That's close to Italy, right?
It's right under Sicily.
Okay. So it's basically like a small island, you guys
Yep.
said, right? What's the population like over there?
Half a
I
million?
think it's gone up to 500,000 now. It's gone up to 500,000. But
Wow.
I'm guessing there's more because they're not accounting for the foreigners that we get.
Does your band have any upcoming shows, or do you guys have any shows that you're wanting to attend this year?
We have our album launch coming up, which is on the 11th of February. We are playing at a local show at a place called The Garage in Zabut with 2 other bands. We are mixing it up a bit in terms of genres. The first band playing is gonna be a mix of like blackened death metal, and the second band is more progressive avant-garde stuff. And then there's us. We like to mix it up. We like not to have just the same genre in our shows as much as possible. And then after that, we have another show coming up in April for the Dark Malta Festival, which our manager Rene organizes, and he's bringing a lot of quite some big bands like Death Stars and Blutengel, and I forgot the other headliner.
Sideralica as
There's
well.
Physical. Yeah, it's a sort of a gothic industrial metal festival which is held over 3 days, and we're playing on the metal night with that starts headlining. So that's gonna be a very fun one.
That does sound awesome. With myself being a new listener, what could I expect out of your guys' new album that wasn't like on the previous one?
Since this is we only brought out singles so far, so this is our first really feature full length. The way we write our songs, we try to keep different moods and different settings for each song. So we try to keep as much of a variety as possible. Yes, there is something distinctive with our sound that it's us, but we have a ballad, we have aggressive songs, we have fast songs, we have slower songs, we have songs with a lot of cleans in them, we have songs with only distortion with them. So expect a variety, expect a lot of dynamics, and expect some differences.
That's really cool. Now, when it comes to stage presence, how would you guys describe your stage presence?
I'm the crazy guy that runs around like a madman.
So kind
One
of
time
like,
he had assless chaps showing.
Yeah, I wore restless. Yes, I wore restless chips on stage. I wore a brand tutu on stage. I bricked
A
almost.
woman. Don't forget a
Yeah,
woman.
I was a woman on stage. I wore tights on stage. I wore baggy clothes on stage. I went into the middle of the crowd while playing. I went to the railing at the beer fest. I got spanked so many times when I was wearing those assless chaps, which I regretted.
Did you want to elaborate on that?
No, but the thing is, the people that spank you are not I shouldn't say this.
Are not the ones he likes to spank him.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man. No pun intended, but
No.
seriously.
Let's not forget the one when we first went to Italy. The drummer is calling for someone
yeah.
calling snare, pass me the snare. What snare? We're seeing such a lovely pole dancer in front of our stage, shaking it in front of our faces. We were like this far away.
We
had to
needed to
concentrate.
start playing just in 5-10 seconds, and I didn't even have a snare in front of me yet. And they were like not even recognizing anything I was saying, and I was like, tell them about the snare.
That's funny. It kind of reminds me of the plane, but the snare.
Exactly.
You guys probably should use that at your next show. Where's the friggin' snare? Shit, that would be awful. If you didn't have a snare drum, what are you guys going to use? You can't use the crock pot or anything like that.
No.
That just wouldn't sound right. More cowbell? Hey, grab the crock pot. It sounds pretty similar. We're like, tink, 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 tink. You'd be like, nope. Sorry, no, we're not playing Saint Anger tonight, you guys. We're not Metallica. Shit, that's pretty funny. Well, I can't really think of too much other to ask you guys. Do you have any words for your fans? Is there anything that you wanted to tell your fans out there in the world?
We have a lot of merch coming out. If you're interested, we have our Bandcamp. We have a lot of offers. We have our bundles. Basically, the more stuff you buy, the more you save.
And we love you.
We love you. Thanks you everyone for the support. Thanks everyone who listens to us. Thank you everyone who gives us a chance. We're not in it over our heads. We know where we are. We just thank you everyone for everyone who listens to us. Thank you everyone for the support, basically.
I could see it in the future, you guys coming to the United States, and if you guys come to Atlanta, I'll do my best to show up.
Oh, we would love to be there.
Play it like
That
the
would be actually a
Masquerade, or
dream.
maybe the Loft, somewhere up there.
Yeah.
That would be a dream.
That'd be really cool. Well, do you guys have any last words for Underground Noise Webzine?
Thank you very much, Sofa, for having us. Keep up the good work. The album is on the way for you. It's on the post.
Awesome, cool. I hope you guys keep on grinding, keep your horns up, keep headbanging, split some skulls if you have to. And no more assless chaps. I had to throw that one in there.
That's fine.
I mean, hey, if you were to do it again, hey, maybe somebody might enjoy looking at that, but I was just like, I don't know this guy. I don't know who you are, but you're doing your own thing. Keep up the fucking excellence, man. I think you guys rock, you know. I really
Thanks so
like
much.
that a lot.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys are welcome. Thanks again for your time today. I appreciate
And
it.
thank you for the
Thank you.
opportunity.
Thank
you're
you. Yes.
welcome. You guys are always welcome, most definitely.